Oh boy. Anywho, so I feel like if you had an ASMR channel that was a large one, like you had hundreds of thousands, and you were just like a deep meditation channel, and in the middle of it you just let like a chainsaw go off, or something like an airplane going or an F1 car going by,
you'll fucking kill someone.
I don't know if you'd kill someone, but that would be hilarious.
If you have a weak heart, that'll kill you.
If you just had like some sort of like, you ever see Just for Laughs gags?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, where like they obviously set up these little, if you had something like that, like try our new meditation thing, and then it's like a F1 car going by. I mean, that would be brutal.
I would love to have one of those little things pulled on me.
I'd be upset.
The Just for Laughs things?
I'd be pretty upset.
They make everyone look like a fool. No matter how composed you go into it, they always dupe you.
For the most part.
Always.
For the most part. Yes.
I would love for that to happen.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where you would. Is that Montreal only, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Just walk around Montreal a lot and hope you stumble into this fucking booby trap.
Yeah. So, this is our first one back from Jamaica.
It is.
I watched the one in Jamaica.
Is this going to be number 15 then?
Yes, this is 15.
Because we did 2 in Jamaica.
Yeah. I think we'll just chop the other one up for clips.
Fair enough.
It was pretty good.
It was okay, yeah.
I think we got too drunk on it.
Well, yeah, the second one probably. Because
Yeah.
that was just later in the day. Oh wait, that was a couple of days later.
It was nice because you had the sun setting behind us, but we really focused heavily on drinking in that video.
For sure.
But
both of them, but
the video needs more structure. The podcast needs more structure.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we should do like little segments.
Talk about more big brain stuff.
Big brain stuff. No, and we've been saying this for a while, so we got a new kind of setup. We didn't get new tables or chairs, obviously, like dipshits, but we got a new kind of setup. All of the cool technology stuff got moved to one side of the studio.
Yeah, some rearranging got done.
And once I mean, maybe the last 10 minutes, last 15 minutes could be Lucas pulling up topics. You can talk about, I mean, we could just talk about like things like the fucking Hurricane Dorian. That thing's ripping through the Bahamas, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I talked a lot of shit to my brother where I was like, it's a hurricane, dude.
That is actually hilarious because we did shit talk him a lot. We laughed right in his face.
Yeah.
And what happened? Couple days after we leave Jamaica, big tropical storm.
Huge tropical storm. Hurricane Dorian. Oh, yeah. Is that my Yeti? Oh, my goodness. Thank you.
You gotta come prepared more often.
You need to watch what you say, buddy. Anywho. So, yeah, Lucas, remember we made that one? He literally says, like 2 days prior.
Yeah.
Or 3 days prior to going to Jamaica, he goes, what if a hurricane hits us? We're fucked. And me and Ryan literally sat in the garage howling, laughing. Now, vacation's over and we're watching the Bahamas right now. Hurricane hit them.
Yeah.
The water.
Hard.
I saw a video where the water, this guy is in the second story of his house.
Oh, yeah, bro.
And the water, bro.
House is completely submerged.
Oh, my goodness.
Imagine your house completely submerged underwater.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You think that's impossible. That's fucked. I mean, I don't even know how to like.
My question is this. So before we went to Jamaica,
right,
I looked at the weather. Every day it said fucking thunderstorms. And I was like, son of a bitch.
It did for the most part, just at nighttime. And it was like
really.
Off in the distance, you know what I'm saying?
In the day, yeah, you'd get a little bit of rain for like 15 minutes. A couple of days and then it's beautiful, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then, but honestly, they made it seem like it was going to be raining hard all day long. So my question is, do you think if you had a trip to the Bahamas, you're like, bro, I spent fucking, and the Bahamas is not cheap. Remember, we were thinking about going, it was like $2,700 a person. We were like, you can go fuck yourself, right? Mm-hmm. That's not an all-inclusive trip either. So you're looking at, and the way we eat and drink, you're looking at like a fucking $4,000 trip.
For sure.
Right?
I can't imagine doing a trip like that that's not all-inclusive.
Right, because you're burning money, and you'd have to be very well off, for sure. Right? Do you think you'd still go?
If it wasn't all-inclusive?
No. I mean, like, you already paid for the shit. Like, you made...
you're talking about the storm.
Going to the Bahamas. Like, knowing there's a storm coming.
No.
But people still went. But here's the thing. People still went, though.
Bro,
like, I'm trying to figure out... So just hear me out, right? Hear me out. people still like, you see a lot of videos of tourists in like curtains and shit. It's terrifying, but I mean, it's fucking hilarious.
You
They're
asked
like,
for
ah!
it. You asked for
Did
it.
they though? Did they really
They
ask
did. They
for it?
knew. They knew.
Did
The
they?
whole-
did
the
they?
whole
No.
world.
But no one knew that the storm would fucking sit there. People thought the
But
hurricane.
you know it's gonna be there. You don't want to
So
be
what?
anywhere
So
near
what?
it.
They knew it was going to Florida. Would that stop your trip to Florida?
Yeah.
You're just a pussy.
You want to fly into a fucking hurricane?
I'm not saying fly into a hurricane. I'm just saying that, like, obviously, because I don't think, I mean, yeah, you're not smart for going. Now, in hindsight, you look at it and go, holy shit, right?
Bro, weather's getting crazy.
Right. But you could not have foreseen how bad. Look how it hit.
My parents went to Cuba this past week, and that was like right when we were first hearing about the storm coming towards Bahamas. I was like, "Are you guys sure it's even fucking safe to fly to Cuba right now?" And it was like completely about to bypass Cuba. They're like, "No, it's fine." And then fucking like we're hearing about it. It's in Florida, and now it's gonna take a random turn towards like South Carolina or some shit like that. So like I was like, that's like I wouldn't. That's so crazy.
I
That's
think
such a
no, but you have
risk.
to, dude. If there's like you're gonna
Like,
just
the
you're just
weather
gonna
is
you're just
so
gonna take the L
unpredictable.
and take. But like even for something like Florida gets. You said it yourself. You're talking to a guy, and Florida gets smashed by hurricanes all the time, right?
No, I realize that, but like I literally think like now.
But
like,
you'd give up. Like you could just part with like $3,000 like that.
bro, if I knew a fucking tropical
But
storm
I'm saying
like that
you
was
don't
coming,
know that.
yeah.
You knew a hurricane's coming, but you just didn't know that it would flood a house. You know, you could have a hurricane.
Yes. Like I wouldn't fly into a place where I knew a hurricane was gonna be. No, like no, I'm not going there.
I don't know, man.
I'll part with that money. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like in hindsight that might be the case, but I feel like that would be tough, man. That would be really tough to do. I just feel like if we had a trip set up to go to Miami and they're like, there's a hurricane going to Miami, and you're like, how long is a hurricane going to be there? And they're like, 3 days. You know?
I wouldn't trust that. No one knows. Though, if the fucking
But what do you
weatherman
think?
is
But what's the
wrong
worst
every
that's going to
day.
happen?
I'm more or less concerned about being in the air while there's a fucking hurricane.
Oh, that's not. You mean flying?
Yeah.
Ryan, no plane is going to fly into a hurricane. Do you think pilots are like, well, gonna have to land in Miami,
And this
and
is
Miami's
fucking
got
there.
4 feet of water, so we're just gonna have to take this back.
Yeah. So like, what the fuck? Like,
They
why
divert
would
the
you
flight. They divert it. I'm
Like-
saying if your flight gets diverted, then oh yeah, you shouldn't be there. But I'm saying that people flew into the Bahamas. Planes flew into the Bahamas.
That's
If it
some
was,
retard shit.
no, it's not, because if it was dangerous, they wouldn't have air clearance to do it. Like
that's fucked to me. I wouldn't know. Like,
it's fucked to you, but you don't understand it. It's fucked to you because you just it's like the unknown. A plane will not fly into a hurricane.
okay. Now, okay. Your plane is fine, but now you're there. And
Yeah. What's the worst
storm
that's gonna
is there.
happen? Like in a place like Miami, in Dominican or Cuba or whatever. Yeah, I get it. That's some fuck shit. They know the area,
Like-
but like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? You're in a hotel, you know, or you're in an Airbnb, right? Like, do you think?
You think you're gonna have an easy time getting out of there now?
What do you mean?
Now, you think you're gonna have an easy time getting out of the fucking Bahamas now? Now that everything's ravaged by this fucking storm?
I'm saying, but you're speaking in hindsight. You're speaking with the knowledge that they like showed up. Like no one knew that it was going to be that bad.
No, but they
I'm saying
knew
these
there was
places-
gonna be a hurricane.
But
and what
bro,
I'm saying
Hurricanes
is if,
come through every year. There's a hurricane season.
and that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna fucking
So
go
you're
into
never
that.
going anywhere in a hurricane season.
No.
Like even if it's just
not
the
if I
season.
not a place I know there's gonna be a fucking hurricane. No.
We went to Negril and we were 1 day shy of a hurricane. Like
I didn't even
what if the people that we saw on the resort, that next batch of people we talked about, they were there? You're telling me you still wouldn't have taken that trip? Because obviously we saw the flight land. Like our flight took off, and I guarantee you other flights came in that day, even later than ours. Like you're telling me you would have been like, we're not going to, or you're not going to Jamaica? I just don't think so.
like if we were gonna leave around the time that we were coming back, like a week later, then yeah, I'd be like
I don't
fucking
think so.
very skeptical.
Bro, people still showed up though, is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, hey, you're right and I'm wrong. If if the Royalton gets flooded and everybody, if shit hits the fan, then whatever, right? Then fair enough. But I'm just saying that, like, I feel like, because that was the one thought Jamaica, I had to myself. Yeah,
like the storm hadn't even formed like before Jamaica.
They knew a hurricane was coming. What are you talking about? We knew that. We had this knowledge in the airport before we flew out.
We didn't.
Yes, we did. They diverted the entire course of our flight on the opposite way just to avoid this storm.
I don't know if that was the fucking hurricane.
It was a storm. You don't just move a flight around for gas purposes.
No, I know, but like that
it was the brewing hurricane. It sure was. It's the tropical storm coming, and I'm saying that people landed in our airport, and that storm came through, and it didn't fuck up Jamaica, and they probably partied the rest of the week.
Oh, yeah, it didn't hit Jamaica.
No, but I'm saying that it hit places. Like, where has it hit so far, other than the Bahamas?
Florida, and it's moving, like, slow.
Right.
Towards, apparently, South Carolina.
Right, but, like, Florida's not underwater right now.
Not yet.
But you're saying with it being like, okay, not yet. Like, you're going to cancel your trip because of a not yet? Like, if we had to go to Miami this week, for some reason, if we were like, we got this cool trip.
This week, yeah, I'm not flying to Miami this week.
I'm saying if the plane is
willing if the
plane
there.
is willing to land in, like, here, I wish Lucas was down here so we could check flights to Miami.
Like,
right
what
now.
are you even gonna do?
I'm saying if the plane, you could still eat there and go to clubs and shit, but if the plane is willing to land in Miami, because I'm telling you, Air Canada would never ever ever jeopardize if it's delayed or canceled, then fuck, what are you gonna do? You're gonna drive there? You're an idiot. But if a plane is willing to land somewhere, then I'm telling you
I understand that, but now you're there and being hit by this storm.
Mm-hmm.
You're not on an airplane anymore. Like, we're not talking about the airplane. Like, you're there. Now you're in a different place being fucked by this storm that's literally destroying everything.
But you're saying, is it destroying everything, though? Is it destroying everything in Florida?
I don't know.
Maybe we shoot this thing next week.
It's like a Category 4 storm or whatever.
Right.
Hurricane. Like, that. Gotta assume that's fucking some shit up.
But I feel like now, again, it would be great to have all of this information in front of us.
Really, though.
But I just feel like I don't know what would really stop me. I would be more afraid of, like, the threat of being, like going somewhere like Africa or going even for, like, a safari. I would be more worried about that than I would a storm.
I don't know.
That's how I feel. Like, actual danger to myself. And not natural, like, because I feel like these places have seen this shit before. Maybe not now. Again, the Bahamas got rocked.
I'm not some sort of, like, green thumb warrior, but, like, the weather
green
is
thumb warrior. What does that mean?
The weather is getting crazier because of global warming, and the shit is getting more intense every single day.
For sure. Green thumb warrior. That's funny.
But yeah,
I am that. All right. That's besides the point. That was interesting and fun.
Sure.
I wish we had someone down here to help us out. Help us. Yeah, help us.
I thought he said he was going to be here the whole time. He was here, and then he was shirtless,
eating.
and then he was gone.
Yeah. That boy's wild. Here's a list of things we did in Jamaica. Bobsled.
No.
I got dreadlocks.
You refused them. She offered. You refused them.
Bro, this lady wanted to dread my hair, and I was like, please. No, you know what? It wasn't. It wasn't like a local. Like, she was gonna put dreadlocks in my hair, and then she was gonna charge me, or maybe it was braid my hair, not dread. I feel like if there's some straight up Rastafari mans watching, they'd be like, "You don't have dreadlocks, you fucking stupid ass white boy." We swam with crocodiles.
No.
We got robbed by the cleaning lady. Maybe.
I didn't count all my socks before I left.
That's
but,
true. We overate.
Yes.
We overdrank.
Yes.
We went bobsledding.
There was a bobsled in the Montego Bay Airport that you could sit in. So
one night we left the resort.
Technically true.
Yeah, I mean, that is true.
Technically
so
true.
That's for everybody to decide what part of that is true and what part of that isn't. Anyway, moral of the story is this. I got to go snorkeling, and now I have to get a scuba diver's license because it is my goal and it is my task to save the ocean. Myself, am going to go out there and save the fucking ocean. I'm going to pick up every piece of plastic.
Save every fucking animal. Even if I see a great white shark with some plastic wrapped around it, caught in a fishing net, I'm going to free it.
I would. I 100% would. A great white shark wrapped in a fishing net is not going to attack you. That thing wants to live.
It's going to get out of that net.
And then what's it going to do? And then what? Turn around and be like, fuck ah! No, that's not going to happen.
Probably not.
It's going to scurry off because it's just as afraid of you. Now.
Unless you cut it up a little bit by accident. And now it's pissed.
I actually really, really, really do want to get a scuba diving license. That was so much fun I had snorkeling. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, that was intense fun.
Yeah, that was like really cool. Yeah. Lionfish, stingray.
Really cool
Lots of nifty stuff. Some bitch died. Joking.
You know what did happen, though? When everyone was getting off the boat into the water, I have my flippers on, and I'm getting off the boat, and I literally tripped, and I fell off the boat, like face first with my snorkel shit already in my mouth, and I sucked in a bunch of water, and I got up, and I was like coughing and shit, and the guy literally was in the water looking at me like, do you know how to swim? I was like, no, yeah, I'm good.
Anybody that's watching this and has ever been snorkeling, there's that weird moment where
it's
you put
fucking
those
hard to maneuver with those flippers
on, and you go into the water, and there's just drag. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
It's intense. It's fun.
You get a hang of it. You get a hang of it, but
yeah,
if you're not like if you don't know what swimming is and you try to go snorkeling, you're pretty fucked.
There was some girl out there who definitely.
Oh yeah, the last person to get on the boat. They had to practically rescue her.
Yeah, you want to know something? I had this conversation with someone the other night, and this pertains to every. I mean, and I feel like we'll both be on the same page for this, but this pertains to like every single time I go to a resort or a place where they sell things, I just don't buy it. And I don't mean I don't purchase it. Sometimes I see cool shit that I want, and I like the idea that I bought it in the country. But like, I don't buy your shtick. Like, I always look at them like, yeah, bullshit. Bro, like it just ticks me off how I saw the same turtles that this one lady or one old lady selling, and like she's trying to present it to you like she hand whittled the shit in her house all night, like, oh, my friggin' bleeding to the knuckles. Like, no, this is mass manufactured in China, and then I saw the same turtles in the airport. I'm like, son of a bitch. Yeah. Like, they're all lying to you.
Yeah, they are. And they're definitely not that poor.
Exactly. They're definitely not as poor as they're making it seem. Now, I'm sure they're not. This is not a first world country. I'm well aware of that. And here's the thing. I'm cool with giving you money for it. And I'm cool with giving you more money than what you paid for it. Mm-hmm. But don't sit here and bullshit me about this whole situation of like, they're always trying to sell you more and more and more. It's like, man, I just feel like you would do better if you'd be more. I mean, now that's with me because you get some of the people there, they eat that shit right up, and I watched it happen all weekend. Or like another thing that they do with you is they guilt trip you in a weird way. It's the only place I've seen
They make you feel sorry for them, dude, because that's how they present themselves.
They'll be like, I'll give it to you now, and then you just come back later and give me the money.
Yeah.
You're like, you are so willing, like you're so sure that I'm going to give you the money because you know that I'm like.
He's already got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, no. And then this one guy got ticked off at me and I got ticked off at
him.
I
can't believe that guy heckled you.
Yeah, and then
that's fucking weird.
But I heckled him back.
Well, it's not weird, but like that's very aggressive.
It's not heckle.
That's an aggressive way to treat a tourist in a very tourism-based, country.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, he was a dick.
But you can't be.
He was a dick, and then I was a dick, and then I got to be honest, I felt bad about it.
You can't have a good day every day, Maybe it was.
It's not that, dude. It's just I asked him if he had shark stuff, and he said no. And then later on in the night, he's like, "You promised me you'd buy something." I was like, "Sure the fuck did not." And I was drunk, and that was the problem. And that's why I was like, because normally I would never ever want. I do not like confrontation. But the fact that this guy just had the fucking audacity to say that to me just blew my mind. So I was like, nope, sure didn't. And my brother came out here and bought a whole bunch of stuff. And if he didn't buy anything from you, then it was too expensive. And he's like, no, it's not. I'm like, well, didn't buy anything. So ta-ta, bitch. Just what Dave Chappelle says. Right? And I felt bad after.
I mean, it is what it is. That's the grind. He didn't feel bad about it, so.
No. But the look in his eye, I was like, this guy would definitely try to fucking pull a knife on me.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
yeah. For sure.
I feel that. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I rub a lot of people the wrong way sometimes.
Or his boys will jump you.
His boys will jump. About 60 years old, dude.
Yeah, that's why he's got his boys.
No worries. That's why I brought a gun.
Oh.
You're like, how did you get a gun in Jamaica?
He got a heater in the grill.
Oh, man. There is something that happened there, and I don't know if I don't think we can ever tell the story on air because it puts a lot of things and a lot of people in in not a great light, and I don't want anybody to get in trouble.
And we're name dropping everyone now.
No. But yeah, there was something funny that happened with the microphones and the camera, and I don't want to say it because assuming that maybe someday, hopefully, someday, we can get more than 15 listeners consistently. I'm just joking.
One of them
I'm just joking. The
the
idea behind viewership and the idea behind listeners is essentially this. Like, if we don't get a lot of views and if we don't have a lot of subscribers, it's representative of the content. Like, there's nothing else to it. So we just have to change the content. We just have to be better. And that's all, right? I just have to take responsibility.
You want to see me get hit in the dick really hard? That brings in so many views.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything petty.
Like if we stop this right now and I just stood on the table and you fucking punched me in my nutsack, millions tomorrow.
You think millions?
Yes.
It's really
at least 100,000.
You know what?
At least 100,000, and maybe then you RKO me or some shit.
Maybe we read a couple of psychology books and just understand how stupid people think, and then I'll be able to understand myself better. But the moral of the story is this: dumb people like dumb shit, bro.
Yes,
and you see dumb shit online, and it does so well, right?
Bro, why are you putting 2 bottles of mustard in your eyes? That's not, that's.
You see dumb shit online, and people are like, "Well, how many people are actually stupid?" Well, Donald Trump's the president, right? That's a reflection of how many. And the thing is,
he's not
I said
stupid.
this. No. Donald Trump's not stupid at all. The funniest thing about it is people hate him so much.
His following.
Yeah, I said this in the garage the other day too. People hate him so much, but I don't think he hates black people. I don't think he hates Mexicans. I don't think he hates anybody. He's a very smart guy. Bro, I guarantee you he's fucked every single type of nationality. If I was a billionaire, I know I would. There's beautiful women in every single nation, right? But just so happens there's a large portion of angry people that he's the dude at the bar that will say anything to get into your pants, right? And he came out and he was like, fuck the Mexicans. And so many people were like, yeah. And that's how he won. He does not actually hate Mexicans.
Which is so funny because it's run by Mexicans, his whole country.
He doesn't, but yeah, no. And it's weird you'd have to ask his populace. You'd have to ask his people, why do you hate Mexicans so much, right? Because other than that, I don't think if you low key, right? I know if you hung out with Donald Trump one day and he really trusted you, a guy like Donald Trump for the rest of his life is never going to trust anybody because of the position he's put himself in. But I know that if you sat down with him, you'd be like, bro, you don't hate Mexicans. He would be like, nope. You'd be like, I fucking knew it, you fucker, right?
You fucker.
But
shout out Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, but exactly. Shout out. The Humanity special is incredible. But I really feel that. You'd be like, you don't hate black people. He'd be like, well, you'd be like, okay, maybe he hates black people a little bit. But ultimately, he's just saying the shit that a lot of people that we don't want to accept exist. He's saying what they want to hear, you know? Yeah. And
he brings it out.
Yo, power to him. He's smart as fuck for doing that. And it makes people angry. People are angry at him, but you're angry at the wrong person.
He's like Hitler for the right reasons.
Bro, yeah, Chappelle said it in his special, which again, watch it, everybody. Sticks and Stones is amazing. But he's like, bro, Donald Trump just sings angry, poor white people's best hits.
Yeah.
That's what and he's right. True story. But, again, he's and again, mark my words, it's early or it's late 2019. It's about to be 2020. You look back at this video, episode 15. If he wins again, don't be surprised. Those people didn't fucking go anywhere.
Fucking expecting it to happen. To be
bro,
honest, like
who in the the primary, like, they do this big campaign thing. They got like 15 people want to be a president on one side, on the Democrats and the Republicans, right? So they show up to these big conferences and they roast each other. That's what like the primaries are, right? They're blowing money doing campaigns and shit. We're gonna change this and that for you, right? And they just roast each other in front of everybody, and then they kind of just dwindle down. They run out of money, right? Yeah. And then it's down to like 3 people, bro. I always ask someone, other than like, you think Joe Biden is gonna beat Donald Trump? You're fucked. Donald Trump is really good at roasting people. Like he does not have a political way of talking shit. No. He just talks shit. And it's so fucking funny. Like, you can't take that from him. It's hilarious.
Yeah, he's real as fuck.
I wouldn't have voted for him. Bro, we've said it before, the Sandman. I'm actually
feel the burn.
Bernie Sanders is too fucking old, though. I'm going to buy a Bernie Sanders shirt with Canadian money. Like, I want to fund that guy's campaign. I love him. I think he's great.
Feel the burn.
By the way, Bernie Sanders is not as wholesome as you think either. The motherfucker's got like 3 mansions. He's rich, bro. Only rich people can run for the presidency. People don't understand this. These are not our folk, right? Whatever. And then we have the Canadian election coming up too. I'd love to talk about that, bro. Did you? I know we have to do our. I just saw one like 10-minute thing on CBC about it, right?
All right.
And I was like, wow, I got to do some research on this because I think the Conservatives are gonna win again. Like, the Liberals won, obviously, right? But I'm fairly certain the Conservatives are gonna win. So I'll come back next podcast with some more interesting stuff. But remember, we were you in the house? Because I know there was some shit going on the TV. What did we watch? Oh, the Hong Kong protests.
Right.
Remember we saw that little clip? Oh. Do you know what's going on right now?
No. I don't exactly know what's going on, no.
I had my fucking mind blown. Okay. Where is Hong Kong? Do you know where it is?
In China?
Hong Kong's its own country. Did you know that?
No.
Right? Hong Kong was sold to China from, I think, Britain or I could be wrong on that. Now, the reason that you're seeing these protests right now is because Hong Kong is saying that they're their own, like, we don't have to follow Chinese regulations. We don't give a fuck that Britain sold, like, they're fighting for their independence, you know? I always thought Hong Kong was just a city in China.
Me too.
Hong Kong is its own little country that's in, like, the Chinese fucking, like, the territories of all the Asias.
Like Brexit.
It is exactly like Brexit. And, yo, you're seeing the Chinese police, like people from Beijing, the Chinese, like, and soon to be the military, going in and fucking up these protesters. Mm-hmm. But, no, it's not a country. But if you look at it, it is its own little thing. Yeah. It is a part of China. It was sold to China. Yes, exactly. Hong Kong is sold to China, but they are allowed to operate as an independent country.
That's interesting.
They're their own little thing. And now China is saying, no, we don't think so. Now, again, I'd have to do more research on this, but this is what I saw on the television. And this is just what I'm literally just regurgitating what I saw because I didn't understand what was going on. I'm like, why are these motherfuckers just beating the brakes off of each other, bro? And they're so smart. This is the reason I think I'm paying so much attention is because the way that they're protest, bro, did you see these videos? Like, we were watching it of them, like, smashing the cameras and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Bro, the fire department is using blue dye.
Yeah, I've seen that.
To spray to figure out who the protesters. Yo, this shit is getting fucked right now.
That's not a Chinese protest.
Bro, that's so scary though. But yo, think about it. Like, in our own way, this podcast, like, this, if we were Chinese, I mean, you are, but let's get real.
Hey,
here,
don't, I'm not part of this, you know, I was born here.
We would not be allowed to do this. We would not be allowed to air our opinion.
For sure not.
Right? We would be the protesters. We would be trying to fight for our independence. And I see these motherfuckers getting smoked, bro. They're getting, like, pepper sprayed, like, straight up in the face.
And beat.
And
bro, like,
beat
jumped
up.
by like 2-3 policemen. Yeah.
This is so fucked.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is insane. If anybody's watching this, again, this is the Hong Kong leaders withdraws extradition bill that ignites mass protests. Whatever. Now, I'm not smart enough to understand what that means, but I mean, if it was broken down into some more bite-sized stuff, but
I assume that means that like they gave up China.
Is that so? Hong Kong leader. Let me just read that. I'm a slow reader. Yeah, Lucas, you read it and then give me a rough breakdown because it's.
I assume that means they pulled out.
Hong Kong's leader has said, the government will formally withdraw an extradition bill.
Oh wow. So they're withdraw. Oh wow. So is the protest gonna end? I mean,
yeah, that's what it's supposed to do, apparently.
It's going to plunge the territory into the biggest political crisis in decades.
oh no. See, this is what I'm saying.
Shit.
This idea. See, this is why again politics is so complex.
Shit.
Bill which would have allowed the
That's so fucked, dude.
effects to China to be tried under the mainland's judicial system, prompted the start of mass protests in June that have led to increasingly violent.
All right, Lucas. If you're gonna talk like that, you have to talk on the mic, buddy.
Yeah,
Like you
this is
can't,
dead air now.
Yeah, because you can't. We can't just sit here listening to you. Huh? The point is
we'll
that the
figure
mic.
this out.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is the
gotta
point
figure
is
this
the
out, so
mic
yeah.
can't hear you. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you,
and
by
that's
me
just us
sitting
staring
here
at
and
you.
listening, like yeah. But anywho, yeah,
It's crazy though.
we have. I'm gonna do some more reading into that.
I'm gonna fly to Hong Kong.
No, you're not.
as a
I was very
journalist.
interested, and also I'm very, very interested for one reason and one reason only about the new Canadian upcoming election. Have you seen the guy running against Justin Trudeau?
No.
That guy is 6'5", and he looks like a psychopath. Pull him up, Lucas, please. Pull him up, young Jamie.
What's his name?
Just search Conservative Party leader for Prime Minister. Dude, I saw, they call him Justin Trudeau that smiles. I saw this dude, I'm like, yo, that guy looks like he does some psychopath shit. I mean, he's obviously very, very, very smart. Yeah. Pull up a picture of this guy. Yeah. That guy's dead. Look at that first picture. Pull up that first picture. I wish we had the technology to.
Oh God, bro! He looks like he should be in the
We're gonna
US.
figure that out for one of the.
He doesn't look very Canadian, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're gonna figure that out for one of the next upcoming podcasts. What do you think, Lucas? Do we have the know-how to?
Dude, that's.
Oh, you can pull this up for this one? Oh, okay, perfect. Maybe we'll figure it out for this video. No promises.
That's haunting.
Yeah,
bro.
that guy's spooky
That's
looking.
a ugly fucking.
Don't say that. We can get fined up to $5,000 for attacking like Canadian some blah 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 something like that. I'm not smart enough to figure it out. But
Up to how much now?
5,000.
I don't have that much. Don't take that too seriously. What I just said.
No, I think you can make fun of the way they look, perhaps.
Can you?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not though.
All our prime ministers are very handsome.
No, they're not.
Oh, Harper, bro.
That's just straight up not true. That is just straight up not. I'm glad that in the bio we said irrational people talk about make comments on things. There's something like that. We make comments on things we don't know about, and that is what I feel like I have done today. I have come into this just with pure passion and emotion, and I did a small amount of research on a couple of things. Now,
Just in a fit of rage.
Started yelling.
Hungry. Not thinking straight.
Yeah, I am starving.
I'm so hungry, dude. That's the thing. We ate so much. I'm going to say it again. We ate so much in Jamaica, and then a little bit after Jamaica. We're still eating a lot. And so now we're trying to get back into the roll of things, and fasting has been so hard.
A lot of people that listen to this, if anybody still listens to this, should know that I know a lot of you are Canadian, and I know a lot of you, and if you haven't tried Firehouse subs yet, go try them.
Oh, man.
Really, really good stuff.
Man.
A bit expensive. They're a bit pricey, but they're really good.
They're very
and I know what you're
expensive,
thinking, but wait, Thomas, Firehouse Subs is probably just a sponsor for the podcast. No, they are not a sponsor for the podcast.
And neither is Yeti, but they're here every day.
Yeah, the Yetis will always be here. Unfortunately, I called them. They did not call me back.
We'll keep working at it.
Yeah,
we need this Yeti sponsor so
I'm going to
bad.
keep picking at them,
Your
right?
products are so good.
Have you seen the Yeti butt?
The huh?
It's called the Yeti butt. If anybody that's listening, again, if you want to search it, search it. It's pictures that made the Yeti almost famous of just college bros that have boats, and they have Yetis, and they have chicks sit on these Yetis in thongs. Now
that's the kind of prestige I want with this label.
That's the Yeti.
What?
Yeah, true story.
I want those kind of acclamations.
That is a true story, sir. That's 100% factual. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
They're great coolers, but they're like $65,000.
Bro, Yeti is so fucking good that it's by us getting them, everyone around us has gotten them.
That's a true story. Every single person that's in our general like vicinity that comes over and hangs out a lot, they all own one now because because of us. We have championed them from the beginning.
Yeah.
Literally, like, this is the greatest product out there. And how many there's at least 6 or 8 that like 6 or 8 different people around us
for
definitely
sure
own, and every single one of them is a different color. Only mine and Ryan's are the same.
The original one.
Lucas has one, the fire truck red.
Well, not true. Cedra's is the same too.
Oh, that is true. Cedra's is the same. But that's the original 3, right?
Yeah.
That's the original trio. Yusuf talked shit about Yeti for so long.
I'll just use the one from Starbucks. It's the same.
It's the same fucking thing. You guys literally...
You're getting put on blast now.
Yeah, get ready for this one. This guy was on the podcast too. This guy roasted our Yetis for so long. You guys are stupid. Pay too much money. All of a sudden, he shows up with a Yeti.
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
I got a snap from him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. We did get a snap, but he just shows up casually with the Yeti when we go to the X.
No shame.
Oh, we could talk about the X. The Canadian National Exhibition.
It was fun. The CNE.
That place, I'm getting too old for it.
We've been too old for it.
It is one of 3 reasons you go to the exhibition. 1, your girlfriend wants to go to the exhibition to, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
the amount of couples at the exhibition is just shocking.
2,
fair enough. I mean,
kid.
that's a date spot, though, right? Huh?
2, if you have a family.
You have a family. 3, you go for either one of the 2 reasons that I go is to watch the air show at the end of the year. Like, see, here's the thing is that I could never picture myself being at the CNE at nighttime.
No.
What the fuck?
What are you doing there for so long, bro?
No.
What are you there? Like, everything's done now, like 3 o'clock. Like, everyone gets there early. You eat your fried fucking food. You watch the airplanes. You leave. You pet some animals.
Dude, you gotta get the mic a little closer. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's that's literally all there is to the X. If you like to gamble, there's a chino, and then you drink some beers or whatever. If you're like if you're a parent and your kids, you're like, here's $20, go fuck off.
Yeah.
And you sit in the beer garden, you drink beers.
I've been to the exhibition like every single year of my life on Labor
almost.
Day to watch the air show, and I thought to myself, like, that would be I have like a system for going to the exhibition, right?
It's the same thing every year we do.
Yeah. So if I can't picture being there at anywhere other than...
It takes 3 hours to experience the scene.
Because every time I talk to people at work about it, right? And a couple of people like in my department that I work with, I was like, what time do you go at? And they're like, oh, I went at 7. I'm like, you went at 7 o'clock at night? Like, are you rocked? Dude, when we were there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there was 50 million people in there. I was like, yo.
Bro, the lineup for that dog show was the longest lineup I've ever seen for anything.
Okay, yeah, honestly. They had a dog show where I guess dogs run through and
jump
do little
over
tricks.
Bars and shit.
When I see the dog show on TV, I turn it on to make fun of it because you see these people like, let's go. Yeah. Like running through like the tunnel.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome, but I talk a lot of shit about it. Anyway, 65,000 people show up to the... Bro, okay, so I found out the Coliseum they were going into. This is a 10,000 seat Coliseum. Which means the lineup we saw had thousands of people in it.
Yeah.
And it happened in all of 10 minutes because we saw the beginning part of the line.
We walked through the whole thing, yeah.
And then we walked through something and we came out and we were like, what the fuck is this?
Still here, yeah.
Yeah. It had gotten absurd.
Yep.
What did we eat?
I had some bullshit bun thing. I'm not going to out the name of the place, but it was...
Do you remember the name of the place?
I do.
Yo. Yeah, sorry.
And you know what? The owner came up to me and he's like, your friends aren't buying one? And I was like, no, just me. I just want to try it. And he's like, well, you're going to have the best food out of all of them. I tried it. I was like, you're wrong.
Yeah.
This was bad. This was not good.
It's all great ideas.
The fucking snickle, pickle bar or whatever the fuck.
So, here's just, before we talk about the snonkle or the snot dog or whatever that disgusting piece of shit was. Here's my idea. I came to this conclusion as I was walking through the exhibition. You know Dave and Buster's?
Yes.
Great ideas with the lowest quality,
horrible
piece of
execution.
shit food.
Yeah.
That is the entire exhibition. $16
Yeah.
for dude. There's the things I wanted to buy, and I was like, okay, so I saw Gator Bites. I was like, cool, right? $22.
Really?
I was like, you can go fuck yourself.
Well, the guy duped me for the pepperoni, or not the beef jerky.
Did he?
$5 for like 3 strips like this big.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's intense.
That was some fuckery.
That's some fucked shit.
Yeah.
You're on some fucked shit.
I wanted fudge so bad, but in the moment I didn't.
There's like 20 places to buy it. That's the problem, right?
Yeah.
And
all the prices vary. Like, fuck off. Just stay consistent so I don't have to have this internal struggle.
Honestly. So, I don't know, man. This year, the exhibition, I was like...
You know what? It wasn't much different from last year.
It was no different at all from last year. Except for the air show. The air show was cooler.
Air show was dope this year, but I think we went at a different time or something.
But what did we still have? This is the problem that I find myself in when I go to the exhibition, is I still want to try the dumbest shit there.
Yeah.
I go and I make a point of trying things that you're like... So one year I had that cricket hot dog. And then I had... Yup.
Is it good?
There's a fucking bullshit hot dog.
With crickets on it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all there was to it.
Like, there
protein,
were like...
Big protein.
Yeah, big protein. I said that too. I was a fat boy when I ate it though, so whatever. But I was like, what, they're honey mustard roasted crickets. And I had just one cricket as is, and I'm like, doesn't taste like fucking anything. Like, this is just
deep fried?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how you even go about cooking crickets, but
I'm sure for fair reasons.
probably not
they'd
fried.
Fry
They'd
it.
probably bake them. It was very dry. I feel
I
like
would
you wouldn't
imagine
fry
so.
it because
I wouldn't imagine an insect to be juicy. And
Yeah.
I don't think you would want an insect to be juicy.
No, I don't think so either.
That's kind of
I don't-
fucked.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I had that one year. I had one year where they had like this one like Japanese thing where it was like a hamburger, it was like a chicken thing,
Oh,
but
the
they had
noodle
the
buns.
ramen noodle buns.
That sounds an awful
Fucking
idea.
garbage.
Like, who the fuck came up with that?
It was disgusting.
Take a package of noodles out of the packaging
And semi cook it.
yeah, kind of parboil
Steam it.
Yeah,
Like, it was still kind of hard, but
it
it
was
was like
crunchy, right? They toasted it too, no?
it was bullshit.
Yeah, it looked like bullshit.
You
You had the donut burger.
that was delicious.
I wish I
will
tried that
never,
this year.
You're right, but I've had it before.
I've never had it.
You should have had
I
that.
should have had it.
It's really good. It's fucking horrible for you.
I wanted to share it with someone, but no one wanted it. So
I would have
was like-
shared it with you. I thought.
I asked you. You're like, no.
I didn't know you wanted to share it. Otherwise,
We share everything at the X.
Yeah, you're right.
The food is so funky that like everyone has to like get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
If you all buy food.
So we did share something though. What did me, you, and Yusuf get at the exhibition this year?
the fucking snonkle.
What was it called actually?
It was I think it was a snickle.
a
A snickle dog.
A snickle dog is disgusting.
It's not disgusting. It's just so confusing.
It's a dumb premise, and it was sold based on a dumb premise.
like they think they're all clever with
Yeah.
your palate or whatever. Okay, so here's what it is. It's a corn dog
Mm-hmm.
with a pickle.
Now, not wrapped. The hot dog is not
No, yeah,
inside of it.
yeah.
Some of them, what they do is they hollow out an entire pickle, and they'll put the hot dog in the pickle.
Yeah, that's
and
not
then
what
they deep
that
fry
was.
it. That would be fucking delicious.
That looked delicious. I saw a chick walk out.
Yeah,
the thing's
me
massive.
too.
It's like this big.
It's like
yeah.
that fat. And you're like, fucking right, right?
Yeah, no, that looked delicious, but no.
That's not what we got.
It's a pickle beside a hot dog beside a piece of chocolate, I assume.
It's a Snickers.
And it's all the Snickers. And it's all deep fried
As like in the shape of a corn dog.
in the shape of a corn dog.
Or a wiener, whatever you prefer.
So you eat it and you taste chocolate mainly.
And then
And
you're
you-
like,
and then you're
a
like,
little pickle.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a vegetable. And then on the way down you're like, that's a fucking hot dog.
And then you're like, there's a hot dog flavor as it, yeah.
weird. They do not mend together well.
Yeah. And then what else did you get?
Oh, I got that Cheeto.
It's a hot dog or a corn dog, and they just
rolled in hot Cheeto.
They
dust.
rolled it in hot Cheeto.
It was delicious.
Fucking sucked.
I liked it.
It didn't. It wasn't. I wanted it to be more overwhelming.
But that wasn't enough for me because I always have to get a jumbo corn dog every time I go to the X. So I had to get that.
How was he this year?
It was all right. It was like That that flew over my head for a second after I realized it. Yeah, it's on camera now, so hey, we can play it back if you want. You can Robin Black that shit.
Bink.
Bink.
Ryan had sex with a man at the exhibition in a porta potty.
Oh, no.
No, I'm sorry. I'm joking.
Fuck.
I'm pretty hungry.
When I get hungry, I start attacking.
Yeah. I'm going to put on 35 pounds of muscle this year. That's my game plan.
Put on 35 pounds as well.
I tried to figure out how to move to Los Angeles the other day. I don't make enough money to move to Los Angeles. That's what I figured.
Pretty complicated process.
It's an extremely complicated process.
But it doesn't have to be.
No, it doesn't have to be. If you do
if you're a fucking normal person, then it's very hard.
It's impossible.
But if you're somebody, then it's not that hard.
If you're rich, then it's very easy, right? Because then you get to go there on an investor's visa.
Oh.
You can be like, I'm going here to invest in a business. And then they're like, oh, yeah, of course you're going. Go, fuck off.
Yeah, you fucker.
But if you're like me and you're like, oh, I'm going to Los Angeles because
to make it big in Hollywood.
In show business because I think I'm funny. They're going to be like, get the fuck out of the visa office. Remember we were talking about it in the garage?
There's a separate
a separate line for dipshits that are going to New York and Los Angeles that think they're going to make it big in the movie
Broadway
industry.
Or fucking
I'm
movies.
a singer or I'm acting.
I'm an actor.
I'm a fucking thespian. And you're telling me I can't go to the New York City? Yeah, that's exactly what they'd be telling you because we don't have any money. So
yeah.
That's one way you can do it is have a lot of money. You get to go as an investor. Number 2, there's a visa out there called, I think, exceptional status or something like that, where you've accrued like international or just national success. Like you've been in a TV show, you've been in a movie. I don't know how it would work for like a podcast. I feel like if you're very recognizable, then yeah, they'll let you go.
Yeah, I think so.
If you're someone that's there like me and you're like, I want an $800 a month apartment, $800 a month in USD is like $50 million Canadian.
Yeah. Like take whatever you have in your account and just, half it essentially. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing. You can't half nothing.
I was about to say, how are you going to half nothing? Can't have nothing. So I'm going to have to try to figure that situation out, but that's no big deal.
Just subscribe.
But
fuck.
Yeah. That was a very humbling moment when they were like, "Oh, you can't go to Los Angeles
yet."
And then I went upstairs.
Not right now.
And then what do you mean not right now?
Like to Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't go right now. You're right. But remember how you found me? Well, I was upstairs in my room. I have a fan that hangs up over the ceiling, right? It's not a sturdy fan, but it's sturdy enough, or so I thought. And I attempted to hang myself.
Uh-huh.
And as I tied the rope and I dropped, the whole ceiling fixture came down, and Ryan came upstairs, and he's like, "Oh, you silly Billy. You tried to kill yourself." And then he...
Not today, huh? You fuck.
You fuck. I'm joking. Suicide is not funny.
Oh shit! No, don't come
whatever.
after me.
Yeah, I don't care. Or do
or
it.
Come after
We're
me.
gonna get poke bowls.
I'm not gonna kill myself.
I'm gonna get a. Oh, this is like if you read it, if you use it like this, it's not a cue card. It's a little book. It's a tiny little book
for Midge. if you're a little Midge, that's a big book.
big book for you. Here's your textbook. You're an asshole, sir, but like this is their passport. Jesus Christ. I should have went and got sushi today, but I elected not to.
Oh, we're going to talk about how fucking irresponsible I am, and I'm not even being an adult properly because all of my ideas expired right now. I forgot it was my fucking birthday, and all of my shit expired on the same day, and now
it expired on your birthday?
Yeah, and I'm a nameless person now. I don't even exist.
To the desert on a horse.
If it wasn't for my passport, I'm no one in this country. I can't identify myself.
Oh my.
Here's someone who looks exactly like me on an expired card, but there's no way of telling if that's me.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Yep.
What are you going to do about that?
Nothing.
I'm just going to let it be.
Why get another Canadian one when I can just get one in the States?
That's
right.
Takes a long time to get a citizenship in the United States.
You're like, I don't have my Canadian one anymore, so just give me one of yours.
Please? They're like, where are you from?
It's not your citizenship, sir. It's your driver's license that's expired. Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I can't trade a health card and a driver's license for an American
new
citizenship.
American passport.
You won't do that for me?
Do
you see how much I'm willing to give up to get in your country?
I just refuse to believe that there's an issue with that.
Okay. I'm giving up my health care card to come to your country and pay for health care. That should be enough. I'm coming. Like, what if you don't have any like money or anything, or you're not someone, but like I'm coming because my leg is broken and I'm gonna get my leg fixed in the States.
That's actually under a B2 visa.
Really?
Yeah, for medical treatment.
Nice.
Or
now let me in. I don't know. I'm gonna stay here to recover.
You're like, yeah, whew, it's been tough.
That was a big surgery.
Big, long recovery process.
I'm going to have to do 12 months of rehab in California.
I heard the facilities out there are just great.
They got pretty good donuts out there, too.
Yeah, the donuts out there are pretty good. I had a donut at the exhibition.
Yeah, you did. But you didn't even get like a carnival one. You got one from like a coffee shop. And it looked like bullshit. It was blue.
Are you rocked? It was bullshit, but the fact that you're saying it was bullshit makes me want to say you're wrong, but you're right.
It looked like a Tim Hortons donut.
It was worse.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Way worse.
Should have just gotten those little donuts. The Tiny Toms.
I feel like I should get it, but like I don't want to get a donut from my own business. Is what I'm saying.
What?
I own Tiny Tom.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
Well, sir, your donuts are delicious with black coffee.
Thank you. They're good with any coffee. Imagine the owner of Tiny Tom sends me a cease and desist. You do not own Tiny Tom.
He shuts down this whole fucking operation.
This whole
all three
operation.
Lights in the camera.
Ryan, tell the audience what you got for your birthday.
Nothing.
Nothing. This guy says we got him Gucci flops, and he doesn't like it.
No, I don't like them.
Why not?
The wrong color.
Fuck.
I wanted the black pair.
Yeah, we got him the white Gucci flops.
I wanted the black ones.
Yeah.
Take them back.
Take them back?
Take them back to the store.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Anywho, I'm going to go get something to eat. We're all going to go get something to eat. We're going to get poke bowls tonight.
What time
is it? This guy's got Gucci flops up on the screen. Oh, my.
Oh,
that's
shit.
Wicked stuff.
Oh, those green ones are wicked.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so long farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Your part.
I don't know the rest of the song.